No, 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 no. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Brother, they did it. They absolutely did
Yes,
it.
they did. Yes, they did. What a third period.
Oh, man. Arshdeep Bains picked the right game to start putting pucks in the net.
Yes, he did. And, Jujar Kara, huge to get that goal so early in the third to tie it up. Just beating him blocker side there. Max Sasson, the big boys, all the guys that needed to score tonight showed up and scored. So what a finish.
You love to
Man.
see it. And then Major
You
Dow for the
love to see
last
it.
goal there, donating another gifted membership. Major Dow donating it, going out to Gage Kenny, getting a free gift of membership courtesy of Major Dow. So thank you for providing some money for Dobby's college education fund. You guys have been filling it up lately.
You love it.
Oh my goodness.
You love to see it.
So what was the biggest moment in that period for you? What was the turning point? Puck drop?
I think no, Kara getting that goal, minute 52 in, changed everything. It put Texas so far on their heels that Abbotsford just dominated that third period. And then Sasson, get the game winner there. I mean, just like I said, the guys that needed to show up showed up tonight and got her done. I mean, the guys that were missing a bit, Sasson, Kara hadn't scored for a while. So, everyone who needed to step up stepped up tonight, and you love to see it.
So I feel like we might have been talking about Jujar Kara last time we chatted or something like that, because that's usually what happens. We talk smack about someone, and then all of a sudden they start scoring goals. So we'll take partial credit for that.
I really want to give them a nickname, but I think it would be a frowned upon nickname, so I'm not going to say it publicly. But you could probably guess.
Yeah. Canucks fan 94 donating $5, and he wants me to say in the Jim Robson voice, and the Abbotsford Canucks are going to the Calder Cup finals. Thank you for the dono, Canucks fan. I wonder if Brandon Assel said that on the call. Had to have, right?
It's something that for the first time the Abbotsford Canucks will play for the Calder Cup.
That's very cool. And I believe what was the last time an Abbotsford or a Canucks affiliate team went to the finals was like 2015 or something, right?
2015, 10 years ago. So that would have been Utica, I think. Utica's second year? When did Winnipeg move back?
And that was with Travis Green and Thatcher Demko, I think, right?
Yes, it would have been, yeah.
Yeah, very
because
cool.
When Winnipeg moved back, we lost the Moose to them. They took the Moose back over, and then we went to Utica, and then we moved Utica to here. And before that, we were the Syracuse Crunch at some point, too. I mean, we've been all over the place.
Pure X Veteran, which I've now figured out how to say his name, Pure X Veteran, says, I honestly thought the turning point was late goal in the second period. It's all about momentum, especially at the end of a period.
Yep. Very, very valid point. Yep.
And Sammy Blais getting his 9th assist of the playoffs. He did get sat down for one game earlier in this series, which we were a little surprised by. But comes back in this game. He starts things going back the other way with a good assist there. How big is that for Sammy Blais' presence in this team?
It's huge. It's absolutely massive. And something to note that the lineup has not been the same for one single back-to-back set of games. Like Malhotra has put a new 2 guys in every single night. And it's worked. I mean, this is the next guy up mentality. This is why his structure works. But the thing is when he rotates guys in, he doesn't put them in spots where they shouldn't be. He's got guys going where they need to go.
And
it's wonderful.
Brock Besser on the left wing is a bad idea?
Oh, he's been doing it his whole career. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so Arshdeep Bains getting the first goal for the Canucks at the end of that second period, 18:52 of that second period from Olanen and Sammy Blais. So all 3 guys have been a big part of this drive so far to this Calder Cup Finals appearance. But then
Yep.
Jujar Kara, like you said, showing up very early. So they score about 2 minutes before or just before the end of the second period. And then right at the beginning of the third period, Jujar Kara getting on the board with this third. That's got to feel great for that, for him as well.
Oh, the local boys in front of the home crowd in this big game to go to the finals. Like, oh my goodness. Like, this has got to be the closest thing that they'll ever get to a Stanley Cup for those two guys. I mean, Arshdeep's kind of ship has sailed. I think when it comes to NHL depth, we'll see next year. We'll see what kind of camp he has, but he really is. He just has struggled to translate to the NHL level.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing AHL player, but it doesn't work up top. And then Jujar's just kind of aged out of being in the NHL now. He's getting older. It's bounced around a bit. It's great that he's getting kind of this moment with Abbotsford, and maybe it'll allow him a shot back with a big club somewhere next year.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Blais absolutely is going to be in the NHL next year, whether it's here or elsewhere. I hope to God it's here on our third line, because the way he bangs and crashes every night, like with the right tutelage and the right drive, like with a captain like Quinn Hughes keeping him from going over the edge, and like, you know, a team camaraderie, like he's a glue guy. That's the guy that I talked about early in the Canucks season that they were missing, was a glue guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sherwood and Garland kind of do it, but Blais puts the puck in the net. He'll drop the gloves. And he chirps, and he's kind of gets the team going. He puts the team on his back, and he'll get you going with a big hit or something. Yeah, he stepped over the edge a few times, but in the Colorado Eagles series, but Colorado did a really good job of getting under his skin. So, I give him a little bit of slack on that one because they were all over him. So, had I been playing and taken some of the shots that he was taking, I probably would have done something crazy too.
Oh, we didn't do
So
anything crazy when we played, did we?
it took a lot to push me over the edge, but when I went over the edge, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, truth. So the Max Sasson goal, obviously huge, beautiful tip in front. But we've been talking a little bit about this man who got back in the lineup in the second game of this series, Mr. Akito Hirose.
Akito Hirose.
So beauty, like a perfect shot to the front of the net, too. Perfect tipping height for Sasson. He's been all over the score sheet in this series. Stepped back in with that huge goal when he stepped back in game two, which was the only goal. So what does that mean for Akito Hirose? Do you think he's making more of a case to be either pushing for a spot on the Canucks or as a really good piece of trade bait moving into the draft in a couple weeks?
I mean, you look at the blue line and it's just like we are filthy rich. It's crazy. I mean, we have trade chips galore. We have Wielander, Sawyer Mignot sitting waiting to come play. So like this is an embarrassment of riches on the blue line. Would I love Akito Hirose to have 30 more pounds on his frame? Absolutely. He does not look like a defenseman out there when you're just quickly scanning on the ice. He only looks like one because he's on the point all the time. If you're just quickly looking, he looks like a forward covering the point. So I think he's probably destined to have a strong camp. All these guys are going to have such a strong training camp after this kind of experience. Like, I'm just really excited now going into the summer. These guys, even if they don't win in the Calder Cup finals, these guys are going to have such a hunger to get going in September for development camp and then into regular camp that they are going to push some of the veterans for their jobs, and they're going to have to be on their toes. So, I mean, I'm just really excited. Like, there's a lot of these guys that could fill in a lot of holes up top, and then that leaves us a lot of money to spend in cap. Like, there's a lot of good things going right now at the AHL level, at the farm level, and it's been building all season. I'm so excited that so many more eyes are on them right now because I was blessed with watching this develop over the course of the season and having bought the AHL pass. Like, I've never done that before. And so watching pretty much every Abbotsford game, like, just to see also not just the team, but Manny develop as a coach, and the work that Justin Pogge did with the goaltenders. I mean, all three goaltenders had over a 900 save percentage over the regular season. Like, that's insane. It's insane stats like that this team had, and they just shouldn't have. The adversity they faced was like basically the same adversity that the Vancouver Canucks faced. All their best stars were out because they were playing for the Canucks.
Yeah, we got
And
lots of
so
eyes on this team
they
right now.
are the fact they're at where they're at is just incredible.
I'm going to end the poll question, dude. The poll question has 359 votes. So that might be one of the biggest polls we've ever run. But I will like to point out that 80% of the people who voted on it were right that Abby would win tonight and go to the Calder Cup finals. So that's good to see that 80% of you on a vote with 359 people. 8% of you saying no, 7% saying maybe, and then 3% of you are saying, I kind of want game 7. Sorry, you're not getting it.
Not okay. If Charlotte was still playing against Laval, I'd maybe be okay with it, but they've been sitting around for a while.
Yeah.
We need a couple nights off here. We got to recoup fast because I'm sure they want to get this going as soon as possible.
So 3 stars of the game, Dustin, for your big win in game 6 for the Abbey Canucks. Who are your 3 stars, which I think it might be a pretty easy one tonight.
Arshdeep Bains has got to be number 1. I would have given 2 to, let me see, maybe 2 to Max Sasson and 3 to Shelovs if I'm giving the home sweep. Abbotsford did pepper Hellberg. I don't know. It's hard to say.
So you did mention his name. He does end up with a 2nd star. Hellberg with the 2nd star on 36 saves on 39 shots. Shelovs gets the 3rd star with 23 on 25. And Arshdeep Bains with the 2 goals, the goal to get things going and the goal to punctuate the win at the end. So you're very, very close there on the call for the 3 stars.
You got to love our home guys giving the 2nd star to Hellberg.
Mm-hmm.
Like 36 of 39 in an elimination game, like to step in after he pretty much has not played really all playoffs. Remy Poirier played the majority of the playoffs, and then they were leaning on him early in this series. Hellberg didn't come in until I think game 4, and then played all of 5 and obviously started game 6 here. But yeah, good on him. Good on Assel for giving it a nice even spread there.
Yeah, and I mean, the story of the game, I think this will be the last graphic that we bring up before we have a quick look ahead to Charlotte. But the Abbotsford Canucks in the 3rd period of play outshot Texas 17-4 in that 3rd period of play, ending up with 40 shots in the game.
They just wanted it more. You could see it, right? Like when, like you said, when puck dropped on the 3rd, it was like, okay, boys, we got 1. Let's go get the next one and then finish it off. And the message was received. And you've seen it time and time again throughout the playoffs. They'll have a period where it's tough. Like the 1st period, they come out, 2nd period, didn't go the way they wanted it to go at the beginning of it, but then getting that late goal from Bains gives them a little bit, like it keeps you in that game. It doesn't get away from you. You're 2-1 now going into 3rd. You've come back plenty of times this season. They've come from behind and tied it up and either won in overtime or finished the win in the 3rd period. So just very impressive stuff from this team. No quit. And I mean, their motto is never satisfied. So, and you can see it. Even when they get ahead in some games, they don't stop. They keep pushing.
So it looks like the Abbotsford website, I was trying to look up the schedule for the upcoming Calder Cup finals. But the Abbotsford website, they're updating the schedule as we speak because they're probably going to start selling tickets pretty quick here. First game is going to be on Friday. So they have confirmed that. So it is going to be a Friday game. And they have updated it here. So I'll bring this up for the kids too here on the screen. Friday night, it's going to be a 7:00 Eastern time start. So that means it's a 4:00 start our time. That's going to be in Charlotte. Because Charlotte, or is it? In Charlotte, right? Because
that would be in Charlotte.
Yeah. And is this one going to be one of those ones where it's going to be 2 in Charlotte, 3 in Abbey, and then 2 in Charlotte again?
Yes, that would likely be the way this one's going. I think Charlotte has home advantage in this one.
Yeah, let's pull up the regular season. Yeah, Charlotte Checkers finishing 2 points ahead of the Canucks, so very, very close between these two teams. Charlotte finishing with 94 points, Abbey finishing with 92 points. Looking at the goals, 4 goals against. Abbotsford with 241 goals for. Charlotte Checkers with 34, and then 185, only 185 against, which is really good. Abby, not too bad at 204. So overall, these stats are pretty close across the boards for both these teams.
Absolutely. I mean, both second place finishers in their division, I believe.
Yeah.
Abbotsford, like, I really hope next season there's a little bit of realignment, because the Pacific Division is the only division that the second place team didn't receive a first round bye. So Abbotsford has played more than any other second place team in the league, which is, they're already against it as it is. So these guys just keep taking it on the chin and going after every game like it's the last game, and 4 more wins, bud. 4 more wins, and we'll have a championship Abbotsford Canucks team.
So this is also going to be the first time since we started streaming all the way back in September that I'm going to be missing a game, because on Sunday, June the 15th, it is my anniversary,
dang.
my 1-year anniversary with Crystal. So I will not be live on game 2, but luckily it's just game 2. I told my wife today, I was like, listen, we got married on June 15th. It's going to be around the Stanley Cup Finals like all the time. The only time I'm going to skip our anniversary or stream on our day is if it's the Vancouver Canucks in the Stanley Cup Finals. So I love the Abby Canucks, but my wife comes first. So this will be one of the first times in a while that we won't be live for a big game. But nevertheless, it'll be fun to watch them on game 1 anyways on the Friday. And then we'll be back live for all the next couple games, which will be Tuesday, Thursday. And it looks like they're going to go right back to back to back, right? Like it's gonna be rapid fashion. They're gonna go Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. There's not gonna be a lot of breaks in there.
Nope. It'll be back to back to back, and they want to get her done because they got to get a move on the summer for these boys.
Crazy. They're gonna be playing if they go to game 7, it's gonna go all the way to June 25th.
Who wants to be playing hockey June 25th? No, thank you.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, that's what happens when you don't give your second place team a bye to the next round, right?
Yep.
So, what do you think is the biggest thing going into the next round against the Charlotte Checkers that the Canucks need to do to win this series?
They're gonna have to keep Jesse Puljujarvi off the board. The NHL outcast has kind of found a scoring touch in these playoffs. He was a big reason why they were so strong against Laval. Kaapo Kähkönen has been incredible in net for them. I mean, it's ridiculous that I'm saying these names as part of the freaking Florida Panthers organization. Like, how embarrassingly rich those guys are, with 20 million cap space as well. And the roster that they have, and this is their farm team. Both their teams are playing in cup finals. Like, it's nuts.
Do you think, has there been any word on like a Ratu or an Almond for the Abby Canucks maybe getting back? But it's the HL, right? So we never hear anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see maybe some updates this week. Maybe they start skating Wednesday or something. But with 5 days off here, 4 days, 1 travel day, we'll see. They might be able to get maybe Ratu back because he was so close, but it depends how bad he re-injured.
Right.
We'll have to see. It might have to be pretty desperate times for certain guys to get in, but I mean, it's just now prepping for game 1. They got a lot of video work to do. They haven't played Charlotte, obviously, so Malholtra's got some homework to do, and I'm sure the rest of the team will be right there with him.
Awesome. Dustin, in the wild, at his new place, I'm assuming you'll be available for Friday. Are you going to be around for that one?
Yes, Friday I will be available, and we will have the office back up and running, so we'll be better than what we got going on today.
Hey, it's been fun either way. Anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Oh, have a great weekend, everybody. Let's celebrate not a great weekend, great week.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's celebrate the Abby Canucks win in style. Let's get ready for the Calder Cup finals here. And we'll see you all on Friday. Have a great week. And thanks again for tuning in. As always, Russ, great job. And we will talk to you soon as well.
Thanks, Dustin. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, buddy.
You too. Cheers.
Nothing is perfect.